Hi guys, welcome to today's Reformer Express workout. Today we're going to be doing a full body workout using just the Reformer, so no props needed. As ever, be aware of how your body's feeling, and if anything doesn't feel good, then feel free to rest up at any time that you need to. We're going to start seated today for a little bit of a spine warm up with a spine stretch. So sitting directly on your sit bones, legs are about shoulder width apart, knees are bent, hands resting on your shins. Think of keeping a lovely tall but comfortable spine, sense of width across your chest, and we're going to roll down. So taking a breath in here, and then from the top of the head as you exhale, gently rolling down, relaxing through your neck and your shoulders, staying on your sit bones. Take a breath in here, and as you exhale, roll all the way back up, stacking up the spine. Let's do that again, breathing in and breathe out. So starting from the top of the head, it's like you're peeling your spine off a wall, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Think about your lovely Pilates three-dimensional breath and rolling all the way back up. And let's do two more. Breathing in and breathing out. It's like you're peeling off that wall. Breathing in wide and full and rolling all the way up, gently reaching your ears away from your shoulders at the end. And let's do one more. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely slow inhale and exhale. Zippering up the abdominals, picking up the pelvic muscles slightly and coming all the way up. All right, now we're going to lie down for footwork. So with your footwork, you can use anywhere between 3 full to 4 full springs, whatever works best for you. Just a reminder, I will give spring choices, but they're always a guideline. So if you want to go a little bit lighter or a little bit stronger so it feels right for you, then please do. Okay, lying yourself down, ready for some footwork, adjusting your headrest so it's comfortable for you. We're going to start today with the heels on the bar. Keep your shoulders close to but not jammed up against the shoulder rests, arms along by your side, and make sure you've got a nice neutral position here, so that little bit of space under your lower back. From here, take a breath in, and we're going to push away, keeping the legs parallel. Exhale, push. Inhale, bend. Exhale, inhale. And you're going to keep that going. Now I'm suggesting an exhale to push, but if you're more comfortable doing an inhale, that's okay as well. Key thing though, make sure you're staying nice and neutral with your torso and your pelvis. So back of the ribs is resting. You're not jamming your lower back down. You've got that nice neutral position. And we're keeping really smooth with the legs. So you're drawing up your thigh muscles front and back to make sure that you're not jarring through your knees. Now this time we're going to stay at the top. For top half pulses, come halfway down, and we're going to pulse to the top. Exhale for 10, halfway down, 9, 8, 7. And think of lengthening the legs as you do these. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. One more for luck. Hold at the top, come all the way in. Now this time just come halfway up, and we're doing bottom half. So take it down, halfway up. Like a low squat. Think of pulling down, trying to make sure you're just kissing that stopper but not bashing it too hard. And we've got 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Coming all the way up and coming all the way in. Let's do the same in a turned out position. So nice and wide. Make sure your knees are following the same direction as the toes. Breathing in. And full range. Let's take it all the way up and all the way down. Again. Smooth and fluid. Now, if you're thinking about your spring choices, as I mentioned earlier, it wants to feel right for you. But bear in mind with Pilates, it should always be smooth and controlled. So if you feel that you're starting to tense up through your neck, through your shoulders, through any part of your body, if it feels rigid or stiff, then you're probably going a little bit too strong. So just bear that in mind. It's not about how strong you can go, it's about really keeping that lovely control. Now take it up to the top, hold it, come halfway down, and we've got our top half. Exhale to the top for 10, halfway down. Beautiful, and you're lengthening those legs again. And 6 more. 5, 4, 3, exhale, 2, 1. Coming all the way in, ready for the bottom half. So come halfway up, low squat down, halfway up. And you're pulling down. Think of using your glutes to help that movement. And you've got 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing all the way up, coming all the way in. Now this next one, try and stay really light with your heels. We're going to add a little bit of rotation. So keeping the legs in that turned out position, you're going to press away. Now from the top of your hips and from your heels, rotate in. Come all the way in and then rotate out. So we're pushing away, rotating in on the heels. Bring it in and rotate out. You're going to keep that going. Just being mindful it doesn't want to feel uncomfortable on your knees. If it does feel uncomfortable, reduce the range, but make sure you're getting that movement from your hips, not from your knees. We're using the heels as our swivel point, but we want to think of that movement coming from the top of the hips. 3 more in this direction, and then we're going to swap it over. Try and keep it nice and smooth. One more this way. Okay, now from here, in your turned in position, you're going to push out, rotate out, come in, rotate in, push out, rotate in. And again, nice and smooth, swiveling on the heels, making sure it feels comfortable on your knees. And this is lovely for that hip socket. We're kind of lubricating the joint with the movement. And let's do 2 more. And 1 more. My shoes are a little bit squeaky. Okay, from here, carefully rolling yourself up, dropping your springs a little bit for single leg. So maybe dropping by half a spring, lying yourself back down. You're going to have the balls of the toes now on the bar. We're in what we call a high half toe position, so just that midway position with your heels. You're going to bring one leg up to tabletop. Check that your hips are nice and level and square. Take an exhale to prepare. One leg bent. Inhale as you push away. Exhale to come in. We're keeping that leg still. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Let's do 2 more of these, and we're going to take it to the bicycle. Okay, bicycle this time. So inhale, and as you exhale, stretch the leg over. Bend it back in, stretch. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. Sorry, guys. Stretch. Inhale, exhale, stretch. And let's go 3 more of these before we change it. We're going to change it to a circle after this. 1 more. All right, circle. You're going to bend in as you just did, then circle it around. Inhale, exhale, circle it around. Now, with that circle, you've got to be a bit more careful that you're not tilting your hips out to the side, because they're going to want to go out. So I want you to think really heavy on the opposite hip. And we've got 2 more. 1 more. Now, développé prep. You're going to bend the knee, stretch it up, bend the knee, and over the bar. Bend, stretch. Bend and over. Now think of using your quads to really try and straighten that leg if you can. And if you like to, you can even use your hands just to help. You're not pulling with the hands, you're just guiding. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Engage your quads, that's going to help you stretch through the hamstring. 1 more. And bring it in. Okay, same on the other side. 1 leg bent first of all. So take an exhale to prepare, and let's go. Inhale, exhale. And remind yourself to keep your shoulders relaxed. It's quite easy to always tense them up when we're doing our footwork. Let's do 2 more of these before the bicycle. 1 more. Okay, bicycle. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Again. Thinking of keeping the hips level, staying neutral. 3 more before we do our circles. 2 more. 1 more. Now take it to a circle, so bend and circle it around. Inhale, exhale. Staying heavy on the opposite hip. Inhale and exhale. And we've got 2 more. 1 more. And let's do 1 more for luck. Développé prep. So you're going to bend and stretch. Bend and bring it in. Now just be aware that you don't want to flatten your back as you're stretching that leg. So if it won't fully stretch without your back flattening, don't go to the full stretch. Take it to the point before you lose your neutral. And as I mentioned, you can use your hands to gently help, but not pulling. Let's do 3 more. And 2 more. And last one of these. And coming in. We're going for a little bit of feet in straps next. So I recommend usually 2 springs for feet in straps. So that's 2 full springs. We're going to use the straps. Do you like my pink straps? I love them. If you want to know where I got them from, feel free to message me. Okay, so from here, we're going to put the feet into the straps, ready for a bend and stretch. So legs are at tabletop, just having the straps just above your knees so they're not quite rubbing. Think about staying as neutral as you can. Take a breath in. Now, as you exhale, you're going to push and point. So we're getting some movement through the ankles as well. And then bend it in and fold in at your ankles, hips, and your knees. Push and point, and bring it in. And push away. Make sure you have a really good connection through your abs as you push away. You can always imprint a little bit if you feel that your back is arching. So imprint means engaging the abs at the front a little bit more. Think of shortening between your hips and your ribs here. And let's go 4 more of these. Nice and smooth. 3. 2. Last one, we're going to hold in the long position. You're going to turn out. So heels together, toes apart. And we're going to work in this position for bend and stretch. Inhale, exhale. Again, adding that ankle movement. Now, if you're wondering why I have a bandage on my ankle, it's because I recently sprained my ankle. It's getting a lot better now, but the ankle movement is really important. So we're adding this in for me. And let's go 4 more of these before we change it. 3, 2, 1. Now let's take it to a beat. So you're going to press away, inhale, exhale, and bring it in. Exhale to press. Inhale, and bring it in. So you're opening about shoulder width. And I want you to think about your inner thighs to bring the legs back in. And the movement should be controlled. Yes, it's a bit dynamic, but it's not a bouncy movement. You're thinking inner thighs. Now let's do 3 of those, triple beat. So we go and bring it in. Do that again. Inhale and bring it in. Again. And bring it in. Last one of these. And bring it in. Now, you're going to lower your headrest if it's lifted because we're adding a little roll up. Keeping the turned out position, shoulders and neck relaxed. As you inhale, bend your knees. Now use your abs to roll your tailbone off the bed. You're coming up into a sort of mini short spine. Rolling back down and pushing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. But work with the breath that you like. Exhale. Let's do 2 more of those before we add on. Peeling up, and you're thinking of being towards your shoulders, not onto your neck. Each time, actually, let's do a couple more, because each time Ideally, the bed wants to come into park, so up against the stopper if it can, but not if that's taking you right up onto your neck. All right, we're going to add a straightening of the legs into this. So bend, roll and hold. You're going to reach the legs towards the ceiling, bend them back in and roll it back down. Again, bend, roll, reach, down, roll down and stretch. Again. And stretch. And again. Reach. And stretch. Now this next time we're going to add a curl at the end. Reach it up. Now hold it here, you're going to curl up. Reach in the arms, come down. Let's roll it up. Oops, and stretch. With control though. And roll it down and curl forwards. Again. Nice and controlled. Lift it up. Roll it down and curl forwards. We've got 3 more, but get ready for hundreds at the end. Reaching up. Rolling down and curl it forwards. 2 more. And coming up. Rolling down, curl it forwards. Now here's your last one, but you're going to stay lifted and we're going to add a lovely sneaky set of hundreds in. Rolling down, reaching, curling forwards. Here we go, 100 arm beats. We breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. 20, keep the carriage still and exhale. 30. You'll notice the straps actually help to support your legs. 40, in 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. 50. Now if you're getting neck strain, pop your head down. 60, in 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. 70, in 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. Nice strong arms. 80, in 2, 4, 5 and exhale. Last set, in 2, 3, 4, 5 and exhale. For 100, take an inhale and reach, and you're going to bend and come down. Okay, let's take the feet out of the straps. Turning around, we're going to go into some reverse knee stretches. So I'm going to drop these down for a moment. Spring choice here. You might want to try 1 spring. If that works for you, that's great. Or if it feels a bit too strong, because we're going to be doing some single leg work, single knee work, you can go a bit lighter. I'm going to go on half a spring, okay? So 1 spring, half a spring is probably a good option for these. Reverse knee stretches, we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. So make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders and you've got a lovely long neutral spine. Your thighs are up against the shoulder rests. Set the shoulders and keep the upper body still. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, pull in with your knees and inhale to release. And do that again. Exhale, pull. Inhale to release. Now, we want to keep the upper body really still, and we want to keep the spine as neutral as possible, so no tucking under for this one. Long and neutral. Tailbone is reaching away from the top of the head. Exhale. And we're using the legs to pull the carriage in, but pretend it's your core and your abdominals, even though anatomically that's not quite what's happening. Do 3 more. And 2. And 1. And coming in. Now keeping that long neutral, we're going to try a single leg version instead. So 1 leg comes up. Try and keep your hips really level and pull one side. 5 of these. Always controlling the return and trying to keep your weight equal between each hand and the one knee. 1 more. Placing the knee down, let's swap it over and try and keep the hips as level as possible and pull. And and 3 more, and 2, and 1. Placing both feet down. Now this time we are going to curl the spine. Set the shoulders again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl to move the carriage. And inhale to release back to neutral, but control that return. Exhale, so abs and glutes, curl. So think cat stretch, using the abs and the glutes to create the movement and move the carriage. Again. Inhale, coming back to center. 2 more, curl it. Releasing back all the way to neutral. 1 more. Coming all the way back through to your center position, your start position. Now, we're going to change the emphasis to the hands and the arms. So you're going to walk your hands forwards. Stabilize now with your legs. So think all your leg muscles connected, and you're going to pull with your arms. So as you exhale, pull. Inhale to return. Now this is where you might want to drop to a lighter spring if you're on one. Exhale, pull. Inhale to return. And again, keep a long neck. Inhale to return and stay neutral. Controlling that return. We've got 2 more. Exhale. And last one of these. Return. Okay, from here we're going to go into some back rowing. So you're going to need your straps again. Probably 1 spring for these. 1 full tension spring, but whatever works for you. So making sure that you can sit comfortably upright, however works best for you. You always want to have that nice vertical position here directly on your sit bones. So you can have your legs in the middle with the knees a little bent. You can have the legs on the outside if you prefer. If you do have a block and you want to sit on the block, that's always a good option. So go for that if you want to, okay? We're going to go into a little bit of open elbows. So I'm going to bring the straps up to my elbows. Try and stay nice and comfortably tall. Palms facing towards me. Zippering up the abs. I want to be aware not to arch my back. So from here, taking a breath in and exhale. We're opening the elbows to the side. Inhale, close. Doing that again. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Now for this, you want to try and make sure everything else in your body stays still. So it's just the arms moving out and in. You're thinking of the elbows reaching to the side walls, but being aware that you want to keep your abs connected so that you don't arch your back as you do it, because that's quite tempting as the arms go out. Now let's do 1 more of these and then we're going to change it to a little bit of a circle. So from here, you're going to come up and around and circle it back in. Up and around, circle. Again. And breathing as it feels right for you. Let's do 2 more. Keeping a long neck. So ears away from shoulders. And then let's reverse your circles. Up and around and bring it in. Body nice and still, and think of the head being directly on your shoulders. And let's go 2 more. And 1 more. And coming all the way in. Okay, from there, we're going to come into a kneeling position for some kneeling rotation. Now, I like to go light for these to get more movement, so I'm going on half tension spring. But you can go anywhere between half and 1 for these. So kneeling rotation. From here, I'm going to make a nice circle with my hands. I'm going to keep the glutes on and try and keep my hips fairly still. I'm going to rotate slightly towards the right, and then as I exhale, rotate to the left. And inhale as I return. Again. So think about keeping vertical with your body. And think about where that movement should be coming from, which is from the rib cage up, the base of your thoracic spine at the back. and the movement spirals. And as much as you can, try and keep your hands centered with the center of your chest. So it's much more about the rotation of your body than it is about the arms. It's kind of tempting to turn it into an arm exercise, but I want you to think of it as being a spine rotation exercise. So keep the hands directly in line with the middle of your sternum. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. Now from here, arm goes down. We're going to do a little bit of a side bend, setting the shoulders gently, and you're going to take it up and over. Return with control. Up and over. Return. Again. Return. And again, keeping that nice long neck. Make sure you keep equal weight on both your knees throughout. And do 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So turning around. Think glutes, think abs, hands in front of the center of your chest, nice and tall. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, rotate, and inhale, return, and exhale. Now keep your glutes on, because that's going to help to keep your hips from moving with you. So for this exercise, as I mentioned, we want to think about the rotation coming from the base of your rib cage upwards. So you're moving the rib cage, rotating your spine, not rotating the hips. And let's go 3 more. And 2. And lucky last. From here, arm comes down, reset the shoulders, side bend. And make sure you control and come all the way back up to that vertical. Smooth control, ideally. And go 4 more. 3. 2. And last one of these. From here, we're going into a little bit of a long stretch. So we're going to do our long stretch prep, so knees down. I like to work on 1 full tension spring for these. Again, go with what's right for you. Hands onto the foot bar. We're going to keep the knees down, and you're going to bring your hips forward so you're in a semi-plank position, keeping that nice, strong, straight body line. As you inhale, push away, keeping that straight line, and exhale to come in. Inhale, push. Exhale, in. So you want to be aware not to hinge at your hips, not to arch your back. The movement is coming from that push of your arms, and everything else should be in that really strong, long, dark position from the knees to the top of the head. Now this time you're going to push away, come about 2/3 of the way back in, and keep the bed still. Push up. You're going to inhale, bend, exhale, push up. And we're pushing back. Inhale, exhale, coming in. Hold the bed still. Push up. Inhale, exhale. Again. Now, as you do that push up, make sure everything is staying in a really strong straight line. So your head isn't dipping. Most definitely your lower back shouldn't be dipping. And then we're holding that lovely long dark position as we do our long stretch. And let's do 2 more. One more. Now from here we're going into our full long stretch, so you probably want to put a little bit more spring on. Again, reset the shoulders, come up into that plank position. And from here, on your inhale, push back, and exhale, come in. Keeping strong and straight, being aware to have a really good connection through your abs so that your back isn't arching. Now, if you feel a bit vulnerable with your lower back, take your hips just a little higher if you need to. Now we're going to add a pike into this, so push back. You're going to pike it up. Back to your long stretch and come in. Again, inhale, exhale. Control, inhale, exhale. And let's do 3 more. Keeping that strong straight position throughout. Think hips to ceiling at this point. Down with control, bring it in. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Bring it in, and here's your last one. And coming all the way in. Knees carefully down. Scooters next. So you're coming to the side at one side of the reformer. Have your foot fairly close to the foot bar. You want to make sure that your knee is roughly in line with your heel, so not too far forwards for these. We're going to focus on working the glutes. Hand behind, just check your hips are nice and level. Other hand stays on the foot bar. You're going to lift your knee and we're going to press back and bend in. Press, working the glutes. Now this front leg has to work hard as well, so it's not just about that back leg. So think of being nice and strong and stable with all the muscles on that front leg and pushing away. Make sure you fully extend that back leg so we get into the glutes. Now push back slowly, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Push back, 3, 2, 1, slow and deadly, bring it in. Push back, 3, 2, 1, all the way to the end. Bring it in. Push back. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, and let's go faster for 8. All the way out and in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Push back and hold on. 1, and come all the way in. Okay, let's take that over to the other side. So making sure the hips are as level as possible, lifting that knee, and you're going to push and bend. So the knee stays hovering off the bed. 4 more singles, then we'll go for the slow and deadly. Now push back slowly for 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Again, 3, 2, 1, and in. Using the breath that works for you. 3, 2, 1, and in. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. 1 more like that. And let's go for our 8 singles to finish. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice and strong. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1, and come all the way in. Okay guys, that's the hard work finish for today. We're going to finish with a nice little bit of a stretch with a mermaid. 1 full tension spring is good for these. Try and make sure your hips are facing front. Remember, you can sit on a block for this if that's more comfortable. From here, we're going to lift the arm and stretch it over. Lift and down. Do that again. Lift and stretch. Lift and down. Now we're going to change it and add some rotation and some flexion and extension. So you're going to lift, press it over and rotate. So bring your hands parallel with your shoulders and look towards your springs. We're in a gentle curled position here. Try and square your shoulders up with the bar, and you're going to bend and stretch the elbows 3 times. 2, exhale. 1. Now from here, you're going to open your chest, keep the arms straight, lift into a little bit of gentle extension. Think like a bit of a swan here. And then press it back. Now bring your back hand to the center of the bar, turn to the side, come all the way up. Place the hand down, we're going to lift this other arm. So lift, stretch it over. Should feel good, hopefully. Lift and down. And let's do that on the other side. So we're going to just do our 2 easy side bends first, or mermaids. So from here we're going to lift and stretch up and over. Lift and down. And do that again. Reach and stretch. Lift and down. Now let's add the rotation and the other movements. So lift, stretch, rotate, hands parallel with your shoulders. Maximize your rotation if you can. Look to the springs and bend and stretch for 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold it out here. Keep the arms straight. Keep a little bit of life in your abs, but we're coming up, opening up your chest. And then press away again. Bring this back hand to the center, turn to the side, coming up. Bringing the hand down. We're lifting the other arm. We're stretching up and over. Lifting up and down. And we're going to finish as we started today. So place your feet on the floor. Spine stretch forwards. Lovely deep breath in. And as you exhale, let's roll it down. Now think long spine, even though you're curling. Breathing in, and then think of lengthening even more as you stack up your spine. Let's do 2 more of those. Breathing in and breathing out, peeling down through your spine. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Breathing in, breathe out as you come back up. And last one for today. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a slow, easy inhale, and as you stack up, think about coming back up to your perfect, beautiful, long, wide, neutral position. And we finished for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the workout. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you've got any questions, let me know also, and I hope to see you next time.